Welcome back to Little Story Garden. Today's story, The Girl Who Followed the Whispering Map. What if a map could whisper and guide you to a hidden adventure? Let's find out. Lila loved quiet places. While other kids in her village ran through the fields laughing and shouting, Lila preferred to sit under the old banyan tree near her house, reading or drawing in her notebook. One windy afternoon, something unusual happened. A piece of paper floated down from the sky and landed right in her lap. Lila blinked. That's strange. She picked it up. It wasn't just any paper, it was a map. The map shimmered softly, as if it was glowing. Tiny golden lines drew the shape of a forest, a river, and a mountain. At the top, in curly letters, it said, "Follow me, and you will find what your heart is looking for." Lila's heart began to beat faster. Is this real? Suddenly, the map moved in her hands. Yes, moved. The golden lines shifted and pointed toward the edge of the village, toward the dark forest no one dared to enter. Lila swallowed nervously. Everyone said that forest was strange. Some said it whispered at night. Others said people got lost inside, but the map seemed to pulse gently, like it was calling her. Lila took a deep breath. Okay, I'll go. The forest was cool and quiet. Tall trees stretched up into the sky, their leaves blocking out the sunlight. Soft, glowing lights floated between the branches like tiny stars. Lila followed the map carefully. After a while, she heard a soft sound. Help! She froze. Hello? Lila called from behind a bush. A small silver fox appeared. Its leg was tangled in vines. Oh no! Lila rushed over. Don't worry, I'll help you. Carefully, she untangled the vines. The fox stepped free and looked up at her with bright, grateful eyes. Thank you, it said softly. Lila gasped. You can talk. The fox smiled. Of course, this is the whispering forest. Then it tilted its head. Are you following the map? Lila nodded. Then you must be brave, the fox said. Not everyone can hear its call. Will you come with me? Lila asked. The fox wagged its tail. I'd like that. They walked together deeper into the forest. Soon, they reached a wide river. The water sparkled, but it was too deep to cross. Lila looked at the map. The golden lines shimmered again. Suddenly, stones began to rise from the water, forming a path. Whoa, Lila whispered. Step by step, she crossed the river, the fox following close behind. On the other side, they heard a loud flapping sound. A giant bird with bright blue feathers was stuck between two tree branches. Help me! It cried. Lila didn't hesitate. Hold on! She climbed the tree carefully and gently pushed the branches apart. The bird flapped its wings and flew free. Thank you, little human. The bird said, Your kindness will guide you. Lila smiled. I hope so. Finally, they reached the mountain shown on the map. At its base was a glowing door carved into the rock. Lila's heart pounded. This must be it. The map floated out of her hands and hovered in the air. Then it dissolved into golden light and sank into the door. Slowly, the door opened. Inside was a beautiful glowing room filled with soft light. In the center stood a mirror. Lila walked closer. Is this the treasure? She looked into the mirror. At first, she only saw herself. But then, the reflection changed. She saw herself helping the fox, crossing the river, saving the bird, being brave, even when she was scared. A soft voice filled the room. The greatest treasure is not gold or jewels, but the courage and kindness within your heart. Lila's eyes widened. This was what I was looking for. The voice whispered gently. You didn't just follow the map. You followed your heart. The room glowed brighter. And suddenly, Lila was back under her banyan tree. The map was gone. The forest was far away again. For a moment, she wondered if it had all been a dream. But then, a small silver fox peeked out from behind the tree and winked at her before running off. Lila smiled. No, it was real. She looked up at the sky, feeling braver than ever before. Maybe adventures weren't just in stories. Maybe they were waiting for her all along. And so Lila discovered that the greatest adventure isn't finding magic, but discovering the magic inside yourself. Thank you for listening, and see you in the next story.